In today's holiday and animal stories, we have Buddha's birthday, black rhino and poachers, and dog and bag on head. Let's get into it. First article today. I saw a paper about I sliding up for Buddha's birthday. Buddha's birthday is kind of unique, because many countries do recognize it, but it's not like, say, Valentine's Day, where every country will celebrate it February 14th, or Christmas December 25th. In Buddha's birthday's case, depending on when the religion was founded in that country, these when they will celebrate. So Korea had their celebration on May 1st. So as you can see, the lights lighting up for Buddha's birthday, and they did their big light ceremony. And like I went in even Monday this week in Vietnam. My sister's like, nope, Teeter, Buddha's birthday is months away, and Thailand is extremely different as well. So here we go. Buddha's birthday is the largest Buddhist holiday. Is celebrated with lotus lanterns and shapes and colors. Every year, the lanterns cover the yard of Zhonghe, the Buddhist temples in central Seoul, and the surrounding areas. So this is in Seoul, their little tower, and there's a few other ones. This is like more of a higher up. You can see how they made all these lanterns. They're all like arts and crafts. They're not like plastic. People actually make them like origami. So it's very time consuming. While this year's events have been scaled down due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Buddhist faithful gather to celebrate the holiday, offering prayers and taking their rites that have been developed within the Korean Buddhism over the centuries. All right. So, and one more to what? While lotus lanterns have their roots, ancient rituals linked to the agriculture, they became a symbol of the Buddhist celebrations during the Gongki Kingdom that ruled the Korean Peninsula from the 10th to the 14th centuries, and continued to light up the cities around the country every year at this time. So, as you can see, this is what they look like. And so, I just wanted to include that and these other ones before we move on, because I have two more heroes of today I want to share with you. Wow, they really lit everything up. Oh, and there you go. There's a Buddha for you. All right, so let's move on. One side effect to the virus and loss of jobs, or people not going to work, is there's a lack of rangers or people to take care of the wildlife. And this became very apparent with poaching and endangered animals. So the story I'm going to read to you now is about the black rhinos were evacuated from Boston Mall kill zone because, again, with lack of security, people wanted to kill the rhinos for profit, probably from their ivory horn. Ottawa critically endangered black rhinos are being evacuated from prime tourist areas to a secret location to spare them from poachers capitalizing on the lack of visitors while the coronavirus pandemic grinds on. So this is kind of sad because it doesn't matter how bad things are, criminals will take advantage of it. Wildlife officers are hurrying to complete the task before the second rise in water levels in the Ottawa Delta, which will leave the animals stranded for months. They are also hoping to beat the weak full moon, which can trigger an increase in the number of attacks as wildlife is easier to track at night. The decision to move the last of the black rhinos from the Delta follows the deaths of dozens of black and white rhinos in the north of the country in areas close to their unfenced international borders. It is feared that there are now too few wild black rhinos to guarantee a local population's future. So here's another question. So, every country has sacred animals or close to endangered. How do how do you feel when you're a local in that country and somebody's killing your animals to profit? Or have you thought about doing something like that? Personally, that would disgust me because those are the property of my country. And that's kind of what your tax dollars or your citizenship grants you, and somebody just wants it for like a quick buck. All right. So the animals were introduced to the Delta segment numbers in around 2014, 2 decades after the last rhinos in the country had been killed by poachers. So this has been going on for a long time. By the way, a poacher is somebody who kills money for profit. South Africa gave its neighbors 87 for safekeeping, as it was losing more than 1,000 a year by poaching game. So even South Africa, which was like kind of like a white colony for a long time, they couldn't even protect their animals. Maybe they should let the Chinese do it. Chinese did make the pandas come back. The destination of the rhinos now being relocated remains confidential. All I can say is we're taking the necessary measures to protect our rhinos, said Silta Tallo of the Department of Wildlife National Forest. Okay, so this is kind of also like what they do with Japanese do with dolphins and Chinese with sharks. They'll like kill the shark for its fin, then just like drop it in the ocean. The illegal trade, that's a poacher. The illegal trade in rhino smuggling in Asia is controlled by criminal syndicates that have drawn in the park officials. The horn can sell for 90,000 a kilogram on the black market in China and Vietnam. Wow, Vietnam buys them too, huh? Where it is covered for exotic remedies. Wow, as a symbol of wealth. Africa has an estimated 20,000 white rhinos left, but only 4,500 black rhinos. So again, what do you think? What do you think about that? And what should we do about poachers in this time of crisis? Remember, if there's less people out, there's far more chance to burglarize or kill. Please leave your comments below. I'd love to hear. Moving on to the last article, that the virtual pictures of a teeny dog with a breathable bag over its head. So yeah, if somebody just saw this picture like that, they would probably freak out and say animal abuse. But people are worried about the cowboy virus, although this makes no sense in dogs because dogs can't catch it, but cats can. This might be better for cats. Wee dog in Tipaka has joined the pantheon of meme-worthy critters who have masked up during the pandemic in adorable fashion too. It was on April 29th that the cannibal canine first appeared in the Singapore's radar through a rather superb picture taken by the Star Times photographer Galvin Full about the vulnerability of the senior citizens to the coronavirus infection and all exposing the photos. All right, so he was trying to expose not so much the dog, but how it affects the old more than the young. Okay, fair enough. In this picture taken, T. Pooch, the central that the aptly captures the current situation of the heightened safety measures in the Singapore. There's a cordoned off coffee shop. There's a grab food delivery rider, presumably waiting to pick up the order. And there's a senior lady riding her bicycle. And then there's her fluffy little dog amiding her head with a bag over its head. So she's riding a bicycle with this dog around. Oh, how cute. Look at that. The captain assures us that the wee pup is just fine. Nothing that is head is simply shielded with netting, makeshift face mask that simply screams kinds of cute. It ain't part of the law, for sure, but the babies probably need as much protection from the virus as their owners. Okay, well, fair enough. So it's within the realm of possibility that pet animals can contract the COVID-19 too. Yes, again, there are a few animals, not dogs, but cats do. According to the World Health Organization, several dogs and cats, including a tiger, many tigers actually, in contact with infidel humans have been tested positive for the virus, but it's important to note there have been no evidence that animals are able to play a role in the outbreak transmitted from the disease from humans. But back to our dog. In a transparent post, Facebook users shared an image of the portrayed pup on another angle, and at this time, only suspect the picture is not to point. So, what do you think? Is this animal cruelty, or is this being safeguarding your animal? That's why I want to know. Like one time, I had a little cat, and I like literally would fit in my coat pocket for my shirt, and I would store it in a Pringles can, and that like really freaked people out. It was more of a joke, but I did for just like 2 minutes at a time here and there. But what do you think? What is animal abuse and what is animal safety? What is the line? Please like, comment, and subscribe below. Hi. The small clip you saw was brought to you by Loyal World News. If you like what you saw, you should subscribe and look up my daily Loyal World News report for its full version. If you don't want to watch it on YouTube, prefer to be on the road, I also have a podcast in every full-length video I put up.